Everyone, I am Carmen Michael, the professional mic holder.
Everyone, it's Alexis Cardoza.
What's up, everybody? It's the Wild Rhino Clark Connors from Njpw Pro Wrestling, and I am here getting wild, drinking an 805.
Hey, this is Billy Starks.
Rip F and Bison. I ran out of booze.
I am the fire starter, the Carney Killer. I am born to die, Jake Crest.
This is Bobby Olson.
This is Anthrax of H2O.
My name's Christopher Landon, Anthony Streeter.
My name is Frank Minetti.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Red Air and one half of the PH Boys from Hood Classic Entertainment, representing the Hood Boys, the PH Boys, Purple Haze, Prince Alexander.
This is Martin Stone, the original strong style hooligan.
And today, you have the privilege
of drinking at Moe's.
And you know I'm drinking with Mo.
And you are drinking
at Moe's, where we talk about the pros of pro wrestling in the Midwest while sipping on some brews with blessed beers and wrestling. That's my scene. Death matches and lucha libre. It's also mean. I'm a straight up smart goofball, not no kiss ass. I stand tall when it comes to wrestling. I'm the king. I know every move, every fling. Get ready for a wild time with drinking at Moe's, where we don't quit drinking at Moe's. That's where it's at, like a power bomb. We hit hard, never flat. Fucking right, we're living the dream. Talking about wrestling, know it's a scream.
You know, I've always said here at Drinkin' at Moe's, just because it says drinking at Moe's does not mean it has to be alcoholic. So I'm happy to say Drinkin' at Moe's is sponsored by Prince Nana Coffee. The exact same guy you see every week on Dynamite, on Collision. Yes, he has his own coffee, and it's freaking delicious. They don't even roast those beans until you've placed your order, and you might be telling me, hey, Big Mo, I'm more of a tea guy. They got you covered there, too. Use the referral link in the description of this video, and let's get you dancing like Prince Nana with Prince Nana Coffee. Oh, hey, people are back. Yeah, my throat's feeling a little funny.
Hey, quit picking your nose over there. Jeez.
I wasn't picking my nose.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to one of the people over there.
One of those people. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Sorry to call you out.
Yeah. Big Mo here, Drinkin' at Moe's, the host of Drinkin' at Moe's. This is my 2 cents. Nate here.
I know.
We got some interesting stuff to talk about when it comes to my 2 cents. But before we get to that, make sure you hit that like button with that nail board like Moxley got suplexed in the back. Holy crap. We're
the talk of the world.
That clip of mine is up to 10,000 views.
Oh man.
That clip of mine is literally up to 10,000 views, which I will tag that in the description. But yes, holy shit. We'll just start off with that.
Yeah, why don't we start off with that?
I remember sitting in the crowd when they were out, when they were out where the match started outside. Someone was like, oh, it's freezing out there. And I was like,
so
Copeland's a Canadian. He's immune to all that.
He actually, the funny part about that is, like 2 hours
did a video.
Before, he did a video and he's like, hey, snow's not going to scare off a Canadian. I was like, ooh.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, that was something. That I'll admit the ending was kind of,
Yeah.
But if you ask me, it didn't take away too much from the rest of the match.
Oh, no.
Like when the spike board was brought out, I'll admit, I was like, well, what's going to happen here? Because, every other time you see it used, it's like, oh, they get like hit, but nothing ever like.
No. And I remember when he first brought that out when he was in that feud with Christian. and he actually swung for Christian's head, and it embedded into the turnbuckle pad. And I'm like, that's kind of a disturbing aspect of using something like that. I mean, it's a cool visual.
Yeah. And
But
then
it's like, where are they going to go with this? Then we saw where they went.
Oh yeah, you see where they went with it this last as of recording this last Wednesday when good grief.
Oh,
like I saw it, I'm like, holy crap, is he like actually gonna land on the spikes, or is he gonna land like on the board part of it?
Yeah, I know.
Nope, he landed on the damn spikes. Good grief.
So as people that know me, I watch a lot of my stuff on, on YouTube and whatever. But for some reason, because somebody was at the show, I'm like, you know what? I have Max, because we don't bother with local shit. I have Max. I'm gonna watch Dynamite. And I started watching Dynamite, midway through, I believe, the second match. I think it was the Monet and the
Mercedes Monet and
Mercedes
Billy
Monet
Starks.
and Billy Starks. And within 5 minutes, I'm sending you a picture. Hey, this guy looks familiar.
Yeah.
Because the way you were sitting was because of the camera angles and the hard cam and whatnot, but we'll touch on that later. But I was sitting there watching it. I was just basically sitting down, just watching it. I'm like, oh, Spike's coming in, and I'm not really listening to the commentary because, granted, commentary helps with the story, but it's like you're basically in a street fight, and someone breaks out a plank of wood with railroad spikes jammed into it. I mean, how much of a story are you going to tell?
It was nails.
Was it nails? I mean, they looked this freaking long.
Nails can be big like that.
I know. Pole barn nails. How about that? They're galvanized.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I can't see it from where I'm sitting. Oh my God. Do you need to wipe after that?
That wasn't a fart, you dumbass.
It sounded kind of wet. That's what she said. Anyway. So I'm sitting there watching it, and I just see I see the board just kind of, I can't remember if Edge put it there or Mox put it there, or the ref put it there. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, there's a reason why they're planning it there, for a reason. Most of the time you see someone drop a weapon, it just get kicked off to the side. No worries. This one was right in the middle of the ring. I'm like, there's going to be something that's going to go on here. You could placate that maybe someone gets a DDT on it, and,
yeah,
they're going to get protected the best they can. And next thing you know, here's this suplex. I'm like, holy shit. And I saw that. My dogs woke up because they were sleeping, and it's like they're looking at me like I'm going through a panic attack. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And the skin is literally
God,
like not allowing the nails to get taken out of his back.
And the fact that when he hit and he kind of arches up and he's doing all this, and they're trying to pull it out while he's twisting around, it's like, that cannot. Oh dear God. And then when they find, if you watch it back, and I think you said you watched it yesterday, it just kind of popped out. Do you happen to notice that when Wheeler come out and they're sitting there trying to pull it, and you can almost hear Mox screaming, I don't even know what he was saying, and they're trying to get this thing out, and he's twisting around, and they're trying to pull, and all of a sudden here goes Wheeler going after Edge, and Edge gets power bombed through the table, and you see the ref just kind of, would you stop fucking moving, you jackass, and then all of a sudden just whoop. and a part of me is like, oh, I wonder if they're, I don't know if this was a planned spot, if it was what, but as soon as they sat there and they showed his back, I'm like, oh, yep, that was planned.
I don't know if they.
Oh, they showed his back. You could almost count how many holes are in it.
Oh, I'm just saying, I don't think they planned for it to take as long to get out of his back.
That might have been one of those things why he sent Wheeler after Edge, and for Wheeler, I mean, I'm pretty sure someone was going to go through the table anyway. But They just decided, okay, we're going to call an audible on this. Wheeler, go through the table so we can get this, take it off of us and put it over there.
Yeah, and man, the visual of when they finally got it out and the blood just started trickling out of each one of where the nails were.
God. All respect to Mox. I mean, he comes off like a complete douche. But good Lord, I don't know anyone else that would be able to do something like that. Seriously, I don't.
No, I don't know of too many other people that would be willing to.
And we're talking about a business, a sport, however you want to work it, where they physically someone will take skewers like that and bash them into someone's head for the visual. Maybe they decided, okay, can you do this and use it for the visual? I don't know, but the visual was, oh God.
Oh yeah, yeah. The visual was something else.
It was wow. And the funny thing is that after, I mean, even this morning, I saw something about it this morning. I guarantee AEW is getting ready for their show, right down the road from me on Wednesday. But guess what? It wasn't about the blizzard. It wasn't about the fact that basically almost every road going into town was closed. It wasn't about Moxley having to drive 11 hours to get there. No, 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 no. It was about the spikes in his back.
Yeah.
That's it.
Speaking of the roads getting to the venue, I knew of a way to get to Ralston Arena Liberty First Credit Union Arena.
We know it as Ralston.
Yeah, we all know where it's at. But I was like, well, crap. Taking the interstates was going to be nuts.
Oh, dear God.
So I knew of a way where it was like literally just go down to the first street light from my house on the road and then just take that all the way down to the one road that leads to the arena's on 72nd Street here in Omaha. So it literally leads right there.
Yeah, you're right off of Maple, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Maple. Yeah. Yeah, that's.
So it's literally,
and I'm pretty sure that once the snows, once it got to a point, the plows are out. I'm sure.
But yeah, to literally, well, by that point in the day, it wasn't as bad. But yeah, from my house to the, not counting the turn to get into the parking lot, I think it was like 3 turns. That's all I made the entire. Yeah. And I told myself, man, I've never sat that close at a nationally televised show. So I was like, you're going to have to damn near close down all of Omaha for me not to go.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah.
Could you feel the heat from the pyro?
Oh yeah.
You were close.
Close. No, but with the intro pyro and then Julia Hart when she had her match. Yeah,
that was for Collision.
Yep. But yeah, you could feel it. You could feel it pretty damn good. Yeah. But man, that was a fun time.
I'm going to tell you, as soon as I saw you there, I'm like, oh, this dude picked. Whether it was you, whether it was your wife, and this is before I knew who got you the ticket. Whether it was you, whether it was your wife, they picked the perfect spot because of the way the camera angles are all set up. It's like, oh, look at that! Wow.
Oh man, when I saw I was going to be that close, that was something else. But I remember I got there a little early. I was like right shortly before doors opened, so I wasn't there that long outside. But You'll get a laugh out of this.
Oh.
I actually got a chant going while we were waiting for the doors. Where I was like, I'm freezing my ass off.
Oh. Yeah, that would I think we've used something like that before on other places.
Yeah, probably have. But man, it was something else. I know the 4-way for the #1 contendership to Kenny Omega's title. That was an interesting match.
Mm-hmm.
And
now, like I said, I wound up coming in for the Billy Starks, the other person, because we all know I don't like her.
Yeah. I'm
so
indifferent. You don't like her.
So as soon as the show was done and Mac said, "Oh, your live stream is over," it's like, okay, well, let's just go back and watch the rest of it. I did. I wound up watching up until the end of the Mercedes. Yeah, I can't believe I said that. This, it was like the first, second match was the Billy Starks match, and I wound up watching up until the end of it, and it's like, okay, yeah, that was pretty good. I saw my buddy Big Mo there a couple times, and the belt. I saw the belt. I saw the belt before I saw you, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sitting there watching it, and I can't remember what I was doing. I wasn't sitting down. I think I was making something to eat at the time, and I'm just watching. Wait, what? What was that? It's live. I'll just put it on live again. Well, holy crap! Look, there's the belt. I wonder. Oh, there he is, right there. Time to take a picture. Hey,
that's the whole reason I brought the belt.
It's like, and then you had it draped over the railing, which I thought was that was classic.
Yeah.
My question to you is, because I know you had it draped over for the entrances, did Billy say anything?
She was a little busy.
Well, I did notice, unlike WWE, where you got people that are on the entranceway, everyone's giving the high fives, or back when, before they decided to cram, entrance into a 5-foot span, everyone would just go back and forth, giving high fives. And I didn't notice too many people giving high fives. It's like they come out, get in the ring, get it done. If you want to high five someone, high five them afterwards.
That was pretty much the way it was.
So I was half expecting, hey, Big Bo, what's up?
I mean, that would have been cool, but I mean, hey, I'm not mad or nothing.
No.
But yeah, the whole night was just fun. One thing I got to try to get to watch last night's part of Collision, because I forget which night the Johnny TV Bandito match happens. I forget if it was last night's part or if it was the one that's going to be on as of recording tonight. But the guy that was right behind me by the entrance, I don't know what happened to bring it on. He got Johnny TV's attention, and Johnny TV slapped him. It was kind of like a wham, and then onto the, like, I didn't know if he had actually slapped him until all of a sudden I see one of the guys, one of the security or production guys, that was he had the thing, the earpiece in, and you could hear him, and then he looks over at the guy, and he's like, and the guy was like, no.
Oh, asking him if he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll have to watch that back, because I have been told that while I was a little bummed out that the guy that actually bought the seat that was right next to the entrance showed up about halfway through Dynamite.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a bummer, but
well, I mean, for about half the show, you were right there, front row and center.
Oh yeah.
And then, because I think I asked you about this. I'm like, dude, how come half the show you were right here, and then the other half you were right there? And then you said, oh, the dude showed up. I was like, oh,
yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Although,
Uh-oh.
and this is not a reflection of my view on the match, but it is a reflection of the individual person's view of it. When the Megan Bain Statlander match, I think they were just in the entrances. That guy was like, "Oh, time for a bathroom break." I'm like, "Yeah."
I did notice that seat was kind of empty when that match was going on.
So I moved right back over there. I moved right back over there during that one.
Because I remember, because I sent you a screenshot, or not really a screenshot, but it was somebody had transposed what Timeless Tony Storm had said to Megan Bain while she's in the entranceway, and her eyes. Oh my
She was
God.
giving me a dirty look.
Oh my God, her eye, the eye. I mean, they say that they're supposed to convey some form of emotion or whatnot, and her eyes, she's just constantly looking around, just almost crazy eye kinds. And I don't know if it was just. I mean, you could tell. I mean, she was way, a couple feet ahead of you in the entranceway. By the way, she's got her eyes going like this. I'm like, dude, is Megan Baden side-eyeing you?
No. Oh man. Now, oh God, I was just remembering.
Uh-oh, here we go.
The whole thing with the Johnny TV Bandito match.
Uh-huh.
The whole story with Jericho taking his brother's mask. He ends up getting it back, and then he's celebrating like with the crowd at the entrance right in front of me.
Sweet.
Yeah. That was something.
Yeah, that was so Chris Jericho, doing the whole I'm gonna start taking luchadors masks. That stunk of old WCW. I'm sorry, I didn't like it.
That, and I hope like hell that this part gets on, because there's you see those things about wrestlers interacting with little kids.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole interaction between this little girl right in the front and Jericho, where, oh my God. Yeah, it was funny. I hope like hell it made it on air, or there, like, it's somewhere online, because that shit was funny.
Well,
like, it was so funny that it got Big Bill cracking.
Big Bill broke?
He broke.
Oh.
He totally broke during that.
Well, if you can break Big Bill, I mean.
No, yeah. It was something else. But yeah, I'm hoping they come back, because, it would be nice to see what it could have been if the weather weren't the way it was.
Well,
because still the crowd,
it's Nebraska, it's Midwest. I mean, apparently, while you guys were getting hammered, we were supposed to be getting hammered up here, and you guys are getting blizzard conditions and getting I don't even know how many feet of snow got dumped on you. We're up here, and it's like 50-degree weather. I'm walking outside in shorts.
You bastard. Anyway, but yeah, no, the Tony Khan did the whole, oh, this won't be the last time, blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, cool. I sure as hell hope not.
Do you believe it?
Well, I mean, it took them how long to do the show in Council Bluffs?
That was That was like 2 years ago?
That wasn't even 2 years ago.
So, okay, so you're thinking maybe and do you account for the pandemic when they were in Jacksonville for like, a year and a half?
I account for all of it, but it was like it took them that long to do that one, but then not too long after that, I'd say maybe a year, if that.
Mm-hmm.
They're back for this one, so who knows? I guess.
And you also got to think. I mean, like I said, you had about a year and a half where they were stuck in Jacksonville. They couldn't do anything, except perform there in front of whatever wrestlers were there. That's what they were doing for the longest time. And I'm sure they wanted to go all over, which they've done since they've had the opportunity. But it just like with WWE, they have, if they want to come into Omaha, they got to figure out, okay, where are we going to go? Who's got the best deal, and who's not using that for the time? Maybe when they went to it was in Council Bluffs, maybe they had something going on at Liberty First. Maybe they had something going on at Baxter at the time.
True.
So, and they didn't want to go into, whatever it's called now, Shy Health, I think it is.
CHI Health, yeah.
They want to go there right away. So
sounds like a fucking hospital.
Yeah. So, it's like one of those where it's like, well, we got this one over here. Let's go over here.
Yeah. Hey, it looked great. I mean, it filled in, and like watching it back on TV, it looked great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no complaints from me there. Now, okay, I got to ask your thoughts on this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
John Cena's promo from Raw, which I get it. Like, I like the detail on the, people thought, heel turn, he's gonna, new gear, new music, blah blah blah, and he was basically like, no, you're not getting any of that. But then I don't know. It was a good promo, but there's that part of me that's like, wow, he just went whiny ass heel on this one.
I think that's what they were going for.
And if that's what they were going for, hey, they did it. They did great at it. But it was like, initially not knowing if that's what they were going for, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those where it's like, there was a part of me that's like, okay, where's he going with this? He's still in the same gear. I mean, they're, apparently WWE is going to pump millions into, area specific gear for Cena. Because if you didn't notice, he had, Brussels.
Brussels, yeah. I saw that.
So it sounds like that's what they're going to do. I mean, but, it's John Cena's farewell tour. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, they did that with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He'd
with
have
all the different
Suplex City, next stop Minneapolis, Suplex City, next stop Omaha. They had the shirts for that. So it's like, okay, cool. I like, I get that part. I've often said, if you're going to have a big show, make shirts for that show or whoever you're doing that for. So as far as his promo, yes, he came off like a whiny bitch. But at the same time, you can almost see where it is because people have been asking him to turn heel for years. Years. And the closest we get to it is, what was it, 2012, where he sat there in the ring, goes, "You want a heel turn?" And then shows his heel and he's turning his foot. Which I thought, oh, okay, you're just going to slap people in the face. What a douche. No, I'm kidding. but it's one of those where it's like, okay, this is the reasoning why, because they've wanted it, but you never gave it to him. But when you finally give it to him, he's, in I guess retrospect, he was expecting, okay, since I gave you what you wanted, now you're still going to boo me. Well, then fuck off.
Yeah. No. Other thing with the WrestleMania buildup, which I will admit, so far, this year's buildup to WrestleMania has been one of the better ones that I have seen recently. The only thing that I'm a little confused at is the multitude of title changes. You know, there was Nakamura losing. There's what else was there? The damn
Tag titles.
Tag titles changed. So, and I swear there was something else, but I'm spacing off on that right now.
Well, on Raw, Penta made his intentions known that he wants the Intercontinental title.
Well, that wasn't really a title change.
No, but you know,
but it leads me to wonder what, because there some of the title matches scheduled for Mania as of right now, if you would ask a lot of people, it was like those titles are going to change hands.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, hey, cool. Some Manias have more title changes than others.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they're already changing some titles, so it's like, how is this going to work? Are you just going to have those titles that had already changed hands not at Mania?
Mm-hmm.
Or how the hell that's going to work? Leads me wondering. I don't know about
yeah. I mean, I still stand by what I said, you know, the last one that we did, where I said that the WWE tag titles, the ones that are on SmackDown, that the Street Profits currently hold, I think that'll be a multi-team ladder match.
Or the multi-team match in general, yes. Maybe ladder match, because they always seem to have a multi-something ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell knows?
But the last couple of years, well, not last year. Last couple of years has always been for the Intercontinental title.
So we'll see.
So I you know, last year they had the, you know, the multi-team tag match, where ladder match, where that's when both titles
split. Yeah.
So my 2 cents is that they'll have, because on Raw you have the War Raiders. Who have they been feuding with? The Creed brothers. That's it.
That's it.
On SmackDown you've got the Street Profits, who, by the way, did you happen to see that move that Montez Ford did?
I think I've heard about it. Yeah.
Where Los Garzas had him, you know, in the corner. They were on either side of the turnbuckles. They had him pressed, and then they were going to slam him, but he winds up flipping over and landing on his feet. And he just sits there and goes, you know, kind of like what Ricochet would do when he was actually, you know, used to do flippy stuff. But I think with the SmackDown titles, there's more teams that are trying to vie to become champions there. So that's the one where I think they're going to do the multi-team.
Oh, I would not be surprised one bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not one bit at all. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. We got a lot left to go. I mean, we got a couple weeks left?
Yeah, I believe a month.
Yeah, right about a month.
Right, yeah. About a month, maybe a little over a month.
Oh, I'm wanting to say a little under, because what is it, the 19th and 20th, and we're on the 23rd now, 23rd so just under a month. That's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, well.
Now, on to some independent talk.
Oh, indie talk.
Indie talk. Yeah.
Ooh. This would be where this would be where the editing would come in.
Yeah. But here in Omaha, Magnum Wrestling had their yearly weekend at Strife's, I believe, Volume 3 this year. I was hoping to go, but my recording that night ended up still being able to happen, so that took priority.
The show that we have both said should be Magnum's WrestleMania,
which it's pretty much proving to be just that.
It is. It's probably one of their biggest shows, and you know.
And dude, they go all out for that.
Oh, they do. They absolutely, and apparently they're going to a new location for their next show.
Oh, a new one for the one, not next year's weekend at Strife.
No, I'm talking about for their next show they've got coming up here within a month.
Okay, I gotta get on finding out about that one because I kind of want to go. But anyways, man, they really went all out, and some of like by this time that this comes out, it won't really be spoilers.
No.
But I hear that the one of the matches that you and I were both excited to see how it went down. I'm hearing that the Donnie Pepper Cricket Joe Dozer Joey Anderson match was one hell of a match, leading to
match or fight.
Pretty much a fight from the looks of it, because it looked like there were some people that turned on Joey there.
Mm-hmm. I did notice that.
I did notice that, yeah. So that's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out, because when I talked to a certain Joey Anderson, it didn't sound like this. Well, it didn't come across to me like it was going to be a one-off. Like him going back to wrestling.
Right.
It didn't sound like it would be a one-off, but you know, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? With as banged up as he's been, and everything with, you know, all the other duties that he has within Magnum, who the hell knows?
Yeah.
He's a busy man both inside and outside Magnum, so if he finds himself able to do it, hey, cool. I would love to be there in the crowd for it. But I guess we will find out.
Yep.
And I don't know if you can call it a cryptic post, but the all steel Jay Fowler losing the Magnum Wrestling title and looking like he's just leaving Magnum altogether.
I saw that this morning.
And it's like, okay, where is he going? Is he like, is this I don't imagine him stepping away from wrestling altogether.
Oh no.
I know he was involved in a certain training school over in Iowa, so is he concentrating more on that? That's another thing. I guess we'll find out where it goes from here.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Red Wing on winning that title again.
You mean two-belt Red Wing?
Oh, did he win the tag titles too?
He did win the tag titles. From what I saw, mind you, like, you know, it's not like I can just get up and go, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to a Magnum show. Because that's about a 6-hour drive for me.
Yeah, you know, it's a bit of a trip for you.
Yeah.
But
so I got a lot of my stuff through people that had posted on it. People that, I think Magnum or their, or Manning put it up there on Facebook. But I saw that both him and Red Wing and Kit Sackett were holding titles.
Okay, well then, Red Wing 2 belts. All right.
Red Wing 2 belts. There you go.
All right. The Magnum champ.
The champion.
Yeah.
The Le Champion.
Le Champion. Oh God, you can't. Like, my throat is feeling a little funny. You can't get me doing too much of that right now.
That's what she said.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyways,
sorry.
So I didn't get to watch the show live for this promotion, but my friends over at H2O had another great show last night. At least one of the titles changed hands in the hybrid championship, getting won by two-time guest of the podcast, Jameson Shook. I've already congratulated him on that. That was awesome.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
But the thing that's confusing me, and I'm like wanting to go watch the show back as soon as it's as soon
as it's available to watch.
As soon as it's available, because the H2O and a lot of promotions do it to where, it's live to tape. So like they do the live stream, but then put together whatever, and then it's available to stream.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're like they do the whole the stream thing, and then they probably would interject stuff that goes on in the back and make it look like a real
It's been a
show.
while since I've watched. I watch as it's happening, so it's been a while since I've watched it after the fact.
Right.
So I'll find out. But the thing that it's got me wondering, and I guess by the time this episode comes out, maybe that news will be out. Maybe I'll actually have an answer by the time this comes out. But a lot of people are making posts like it sounds like H2O is not going to be running anymore.
What?
I was seeing posts about making it sound like H2O just had their last show. Which I'm like, oh, what?
They're
I can't confirm it.
Right.
By the time this episode comes out, maybe.
That's one of those where it's like,
But I'm like, I thought they had all sorts of stuff still scheduled.
Who knows?
Who knows? Another one of those who knows things. Now you had some independent stuff you were wanting to talk about the last time that we didn't end up really getting to.
What was it? I forgot.
One of the shows that you go to up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so one of the shows, the American Wrestling Federation, they had a show last night. I did not go because I had a massive migraine. So, yeah. But we have another one coming up next month, probably around the 12th of April. And I may have discussed this before.
Off camera, maybe.
Off camera. So, company I'm going, another one of the companies that I religiously try and go to, they only run every 2-3 months. They're the ones that had the first ever barbed wire death match in Minnesota. Apparently they're upping the ante next month by having a no rope barbed wire tag team match. And I'm just like, and I'm for it. I'm for it. As a matter of fact, 2 of the guys that were in the barbed wire death match are in this tag team match. So, hey, I'm all for it.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those where it's like, okay, you haven't even been around. I mean, this might be their year anniversary show. It might be, I'm not sure. Cool. I'm still going to go.
Yeah.
Other than that, I wanted to go to the one last night, and it's like I got up and it's like, oh no. I need to take my meds, and once I take my meds, I better not go anywhere. I just sat home. I know Revolver was last night too.
Oh yeah, Revolver.
And I completely, I've talked about going on the Triller and fight and watching it there, and with the migraine I had going on, that didn't happen either. So I have no idea what's going on in wrestling. I did watch NCAA wrestling, so
I saw Killer Kelly and Myron Reed, who are actually
together.
I don't know if they're having them together now. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the show, but the posts I've seen is like, yeah, no. So we'll see.
Well,
we will see. But as far as the week in wrestling, that's about all I have.
Do we want to
wait. Yes.
So
yeah.
I do have a couple things. Like I said, I watched the NCAA, wrestling championships. We talked about the Big Ten wrestling championships where they were handing out belts. Cool belts, by the way, if you've ever seen the Big Ten title belts. But for those that follow, the huge upset last night.
Oh, yeah.
The super stud that everyone was all fawning over, Gable Stevenson, the guy that won a national title last year, won an Olympic gold. I'm thinking he retired from wrestling, tried going WWE and realized that, either he realized, I think it was more WWE goes, yeah, we can't do anything with you. No, lets him go. So what's he do? He comes back to Minnesota and just becomes a beast, runs through everybody. I mean, just runs through everybody until last night when I got it written down, Wyatt Hendrickson, the guy they nicknamed Captain America because he's a second lieutenant in the Air Force.
Mm.
And he wrestles for Oklahoma State, pointed Gable Stevenson and beat him to become the national champion. That made huge news.
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
You say it like that and the president was there.
Who gives a shit?
Well, also, and I know, excuse me, I've sad news, and I mean, for those that have watched or followed, indie wrestling, not just in your area, all over.
Yeah.
There have been at least, I think, 2 or 3 people that have passed away.
I wanted to say maybe 3 or 4.
3 or 4. One of them, I think, was a trainee of Sami Callihan, and he just kind of fell over in a tag team match.
Yeah, there's been at least 1 or 2 that just collapsed in the ring.
However, that's not where I'm going with this.
Yes.
I woke up yesterday, and I hate when this is one of the first things I see when I pull up social media when I wake up in the morning. Those of us that are in the Midwest that have seen this person, that have talked to this person, saddened that Trent Hammer passed away. He was there last year. I believe he was there last year for Weekend at Strifes for their what do they call it? Their battle royal. The Jason Strife ride along battle royal. He was there. He's basically up in my area, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, where he gets his bookings. I've met him a handful of times. Great guy. Even though he plays a heel, great dude to talk to. But I'm not going to speculate what happened. No one else has sat there and come out and said, how he passed away. I'm not going to sit there and go, he was in a car accident. He was.
I know.
But
I do know.
Oh, you do know. Well, we'll have to talk about that afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what? For those of you that listen to this, check on your friends.
Yeah.
Check on them. No matter, I mean, if there's that one person that's just kind of withdrawn and, he was a good guy. He always talked. Reach out to him, check on him, see how he's doing. You might be that person that can get him out of the funk that he's in.
Yeah. You never know when all somebody might need is just that one person to be like,
that one person.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Mm-hmm.
That literally might be all it takes. But yeah, no, that was one of those situations that I know. I think I actually ended up hearing about it the day that it actually started getting out there, because another past guest of the show made a comment about, or they made a post about finding out that, oh my God, they were that person's last match. And I was like, wait, what the hell happened? And then they told me, and when I asked them, hey, not specifics, but I asked them, hey, does anybody know like how, like what was he sick or what happened? And well, let's just say it wasn't he was sick. And it's not.
Check on your friends.
Long story short, check on your friends, even if it's just a a passing, hey, how's it going? Or, don't leave, like, if you have somebody that's, texted you just to be like, hey, what's up? Have a good weekend, whatever it might be. Even if it's a little later in the day, because Lord knows with my regular job, I can't have my phone with me during the day. So it might be responding a little later in the day, but even if it's just a quick, hey, hope you have a good day too. Or hope you had a good day, since you're responding later in the day. Don't leave it thinking, oh, you'll respond later.
Yeah.
Because you never know when later's not gonna happen. That is about all we have. All I got. Long story short, check on your friends.
Yeah. Reach
hope
out to them.
Reach out, and hope everybody enjoys the week that will be happening. We will be back with another one of these episodes later, because next weekend, as of this recording, I have family in town, so we have something coming up to take the spot in the meantime.
Gonna give the week now. Next time we do this, it'll be a bi-weekly.
But anyways, let's fucking go.
Let's go. Turn off the camera.
I'm trying to turn off the fucking camera.
Fucking shit.
God damn it. See the issues I'm having with the fucking